invited me to have a look at the opportunity, I did not waste any time. I took it up. I got started. 1 year down the road, I was a world team member. I went back to school. As at some point, I think when I was about 2 years in this business, we lost our dad. And because we are actually 8 in the family and I'm the firstborn, I went ahead and took on the mantle to take care of all these kids. Today, some of them are engineers, others are doctors, others are pharmacists. My son is going to one of the best schools in Kampala, all because of New Life. Right now, as I speak, I am actually looking forward. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to sleep comfortably at night because I can sleep and the plane leaves me. I am going to sleep for very, very few hours because I don't want to make any mistake. Because tomorrow at exactly 11, I am going to be flying to Dubai and I'll be in Dubai for 5 hours. And then after that, I'll be connecting to Istanbul to connect the rest of the world team members to go and have fun, to go and enjoy. Who wouldn't want that kind of life? You're making money, you're enjoying yourself, you're changing people's lives, but also most importantly, you're also being able to travel, having vacations every single year. Ladies and gentlemen, I am so excited. I am so passionate about Neo Life. Neo Life has changed my life. And I believe if you also say yes to this business, it can also be able to change your life as well. Right at this moment, I want to invite a very, very special dear friend. We have never met physically, but we have met online. We've been talking, we've been chatting, we keep on exchanging ideas on how she's building a business because she's one of the people that truly inspires me, that inspires my team, that inspires the whole East African team because of how amazing she's been able to build a very successful business courtesy. Now, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to invite our special and dear guest speaker, Josephine Marungu, all the way from, she's a Kenyan, but then she lives in the US. And this business found her at a point that she needed it most. And today, I don't want to dilute her story. I just want us to listen to her and be able to enjoy her testimony. Now I'm just trying to look for you here. Ah, look, she's here. My goodness.
I'm right here.
You're becoming younger and younger every other day. Can you imagine? The team is ready and willing to listen to you, to learn from you. You're one of the people's testimonies that have completely inspired us and changed our business across East Africa. Please take it on.
Thank you so much, Justice. I can't thank you enough for giving this opportunity to share with your people. And yes, my name is Josephine, just like Josephine, just as I said, Josephine Marungu. And I'm making this call from USA, born and raised in Kenya. But I've been in your life actually this month, 3 years. I don't know how time flies, but I am a mother and I'm also a grandmother of 5 and a mother of 2. And I thank God for being part of you today, for being part of New Life Opportunity, because I don't know where I would be if it were not for New Life. My life is a journey. So before New Life, I was working as a healthcare professional, specialized in pulmonary diseases or respiratory diseases, where I used to take care of patients in ICU setting. And as I continued working in the healthcare industry, I was constantly exposed to chemicals that they were using to clean the hospital. And became so allergic to those chemicals. I finally got diagnosed with asthma back in 2008. And as I continued, my health started deteriorating. That as a result of taking high doses of steroids, I also developed diabetes. and arthritis. As you all know, medication, as we take it, yes, it helps us, but there's a lot of side effects. So I was on insulin, I was on everything. I was taking nebulizer every 2 hours. I was carrying EpiPen around to inject myself. And then I was also in so much pain. So back in 2014, I was actually declared and disabled. I could not be able to work anymore. And this I shared with my sister, Safa Eunice Marungu, who is also there in Kenya. And despite of how I was, imagine with no job, you are broke and you are sick. She shared with me the non-life opportunity, but at first she told me about the nutrition because she knew if she had told me about the opportunity, I would not even have started it, because that time I was very, very sick. In fact, I had gone for the funeral of my brother in 2020. And I was very skeptical, and did not even say yes or no, just like most of us, just like most guests on this call might think. But I regret today that I even wasted a minute without saying yes. And Safa Eunice went ahead and bought me the products, 3NN and Abo Respiratory, because she targeted on my breathing. And I tell you, those products, within 3 days, I stopped taking the nebulizer. I was taking every 2 hours. You can imagine 3 days. I remember when I went home, I had 2 machines, one for the house and one for the car. And my adopted son put without a step and it blew the fuse. So within that time, my sister, my son asked me, Mom, you have not going to take nebulizer today because I would leave them taking breakfast, going downstairs. I said, whatever your aunt bought me, it worked. So why am I saying this? I'm trying to tell you, Neolife products work. They changed my life. And in fact, within a month, that's when I felt everything change and I decided to get started. So I started with the products that just as just shared, the Pro Vitality and the Neolife Shake. And then, of course, the botanical balance, and those are the Abo Respiratory and the 3NN. And also full motion Calmag and omega salmon for the arthritis. But guess what? Within 2 weeks of taking those products, my life changed. All the pain I had at the same time, I am foreign, and I was actually scheduled for my both knee surgery in March of 2020 because I had a lot of neuropathy. I did surgery on my hand in 2018. And after taking Neolife products, everything changed. And what I'm telling you guys, the products of Neolife work. They are quality products. For me, that was my biggest why I joined, because I wanted to change my health. But guess what? When my life started changing, when I started sleeping well, I became more focused. That's when I took my kit, which I had just thrown somewhere, and started going through it. Because for us here, we didn't know anybody. And in fact, we did not have any help at all. So when I started, I shared with my own Sapphire now in the team, Sapphire, Rachel, and Kenneth, and together we would read every day and call each other. And within 3 months, she became the director. The 4th month, I became director. And within 6 months, both of us became one team readers. And our journey was a journey of progress. This is when now the Neolife company in North America recognized us. And the vice president called us, and the international, you all know, Lincoln Brown, and they started supporting us. And that's when we were given one of the directors here then, Cesar Ngaraza, who we really hold for this team blessing. Cesar started mentoring us. And my excitement was this. When I started, I never started from business. Business found me. And today I can tell you I'm an entrepreneur. Despite I'm a retired grandma, I was saying I would not be able to do this business. But then I realized if I sacrifice 1 to 2 hours every day, I can talk to 2 or 3 people. And that's what I have been doing. And through that, we started now training everybody that we brought in the team, because that is the secret of success. When people join you, you can't leave them in the wounds. You can't just leave them because they have joined. You have to nurture them and train them. And by doing so, and working collectively as a team blessing in 2021, I attended in 2021, yes, that's when I attended the first convention here in North America. And I was recognized number one team member, and number one rising star, and the number one gold medalist. It was so many, a lot of them, and as Chambers Club and all that. And that was my first time to realize we have a big community of great leaders who have like-minded people. And just as same mission of New Life, of helping this one live healthier and happier. And for those who are like me, our age, you may be suffering there, wondering how can you make the ends meet? Because you have either retired or you are about to retire. New Life is the best place that you can build a retirement. Personally, like me, I would be very miserable in my bed with the pain, but I am traveling the world. Within those 3 years, I have been able to travel in 2 countries, Mexico and Dominican. And here we get to meet the great leaders. In that first recognition of 2021, that is the first time I was able to meet the company CEO, Kendra Brassfield, and all the other corporate team leaders here in North America. And it was an exciting moment for me, because for all the years I've been working in the health field, or even before I came here, because I was a civil servant in Kenya, I never got any recognition, no matter what I did. I never got anybody to pay for me a vacation. But guess what? New Life pays for your vacation, because even though we work, we get rewarded, and we get to take vacations where we go to enjoy ourselves in the beaches of the world. And I'm so proud for the team in East Africa. I'm going to Istanbul now. Ask yourself, if you are among these people on this call today, next year, when the team is traveling, are you traveling with them? Are you going to be around team leader? Or if you are a promoter, are you going to raise to the level of director or emerald director or even senior manager? Guess what? We all started as promoters. But the more, it depends on whatever you do every day. I call them DMO, methods of daily activities. Every morning when you wake up, for me, I wake up with a purpose. I have my diary there where I know tomorrow, who am I going to talk to? And that's why we are told when we come, make a name list on your notebook, whereby you'll be calling people. And that is one of my success tips, that every day I wake up asking myself, who is the next person that I will talk to share New Life opportunity with? Because it's growing other leaders that you'll also be able to grow. You cannot be selfish when it comes to our New Life business. You have to support your team members. You have to show them the way. There is nothing that should be ended to anybody, but we have to support each other. Because let me tell you something, our people don't care how much you know. They care on how much do you care for them. We have had Justice today saying how he cares about his team. He's taking them for a lifestyle. My goodness. Do you want to be associated in this team that is caring for their people, taking them to Zanzibar and that other island? I think when I come to Kenya, Justice, I'm coming there. I'm coming there to visit you and visit those islands, because it's all about talking to people. And I always tell people, our New Life business, you start with a low fee that Justice told us. But guess what? We don't have overheads. And you can do a massive business. It depends with how many people you invite in your organization. Every month, purpose to bring 3 people, because it's about talking to people. And I always say cross mouth is a cross business. But if you continue talking to people, believe me, if you talk to 2 people every day, at the end of the month, you have 60 people. Within those 60 people, guys, you cannot miss 3 people to sponsor. And then you also have to get customers, because customers grow your business and your partners will duplicate your business. And that's what I've been doing. And through that, I've been seeing a lot of recognition. Last year too, we went for convention. I was recognized as #1 rising star. And this is not because of me, it's working with the entire team, because it takes the whole team to get you to where you are. So the more you sacrifice for your team, the more you train your team, the more you get there. And guess what? I know some people say they are not able to talk. Like me, I said, I had left to work for many, many years. When do you think I'll get people to talk to? I was told, you are people to talk to on this cell phone. All the contact name you have on the phone, these are the people where you start. And you are in us on this call, guess what? They will support you. They will do the first trainings. They will do the first meetings for you. And once you realize what you're supposed to do, then you can be able to grow your business. And for me, I am a grandma, but guess what? I'm dreaming again. I have big, big dreams, because I want to leave big legacies for my grandkids. And I'm asking everybody on this call, what do you want your family to remember you? What do you want your friends to remember you? Do you want to remember you like a person that died miserable with the people's deaths? No. Our life has to change through new life. It's only through new life that we can do and achieve the dreams that we dreamed when we are young, but we lost them on the way, because many things change on the way. But believe me, right now, I'm able. The first time I got a check of $17, and I know my son laughed at me. But guess what? He has joined my business now, because he has realized this is some business that everybody can do, because it's an equal opportunity for everyone. And that check, I've seen a check of $3,000. That is
Oh, sorry. I think we just lost her. Sorry about that. But I'm challenged and inspired about her story, you know. Thank you so much, Josephine. I hope you can come back so that you can complete that testimony. Now, that's how our business is. We start small and we keep on growing. Can you imagine? Her story was getting more exciting. Her first commission was $17. $17. She's been in business for 3 years now, and she has seen a commission in her name of 3,000 US dollars. Can you imagine? The smallest commission I've earned in real life was 25,000. That was been my smallest commission. But then today, I don't want to tell you how much, but I've seen big commissions, big commissions. So your life can also be able to change. Sorry, Josephine, we lost you a bit, but we want you to complete that your story. You can unmute yourself, please. Okay.
Yes, I'm so sorry, guys. I don't know what has happened. It's raining here. I think it's something with the internet,
Oh, dear,
but it's okay. You know, we have always have to have something. Yes, so I'm so sorry for that. And I was saying that we can change this world, and there is nothing that can stop you. All you have to do I tell you, it's the results that you want to have. And I said, as a grandma, I am dreaming again. I have big dreams. There are things that I want to do and I want to leave to my children. And it's only through no life that I can be able to do this, because I have seen the future. I have a bright future ahead of me. And I know you have all heard even what he just has shared. And it's not a limited thing to anyone. In your life, anybody can do anything, because it's an equal opportunity for anybody. I was saying, when I got $17, my son laughed. But guess what? He is one of my promoters now. If the whole family is using these products, because they have worked. They have worked for us, for our children. And I have seen that $3,000. And as I said, the new life is the results you want to get. It's not typical, because it depends with your efforts too. Monies can vary month to month, but guess what? Never ever quit. No matter what happens, no matter what challenges you go through, just dream big and keep going. Because I remember even Jerry Brasfield telling us that people he started, most of them died poor and others died sick, because the people you first bring in your business, it's only 3% that will survive. 97 to 97%, they quit. But do you have to quit with them? No. You have to keep moving. You have to keep bringing new people every day, because the growth of our business is the sponsoring. That is what I call the oxygen of this business. The more people you keep sponsoring every month, and the more leaders you continue developing every month, the more your business will grow. And as long as we are sharing with people, and as long as the people will continue using the products, the New Life business will never die. It's a family business. That's what Jerry said, because we asked him, why are you inviting us in your home? Because last year, October, we were privileged to go to his home for our internship school. And he treated us like his own family. So I'm telling you, this is a business where you leave your legacy, then you have time freedom, financial freedom, and you are joined with like community of like-minded people, people who are happy, people who are always positive. And guess what? We are here to support all of you, and especially for the guests on the call. Guess what? The person that invited you will guide you on what is it that brought you here. If you need our opportunity, they will guide you. If you want to use the products, they will guide you. And know that you can build business to where you want to be. Like me, I'm living my life again. All the ups and downs when I got sick, they are back. I'm now traveling the world. And I'm telling you people, I still have to travel more. Right now, in October, we are going to Hawaii. This July, right now, we are going to Texas for the convention in July. So there is travel in your life, there is recognition, there is everything, and there is money, and there is the good health. So I can't do it alone. Just as can't do it alone. But if we all join our hands together, we can change this world to live healthier, happier, and reverse those trend of chronic diseases and poor health, and empower entrepreneurs to change the world. So with that, I'll leave you guys, and I'll say, God bless you for listening to me, and let's go out there, change the world, and we will be meeting in the beaches of the world together. And it's only in your life that we can have this, not anywhere else. Thank you.
Wow. Wow. What an electrifying, inspiring testimony from a grandmother, retired but not tired. You know, I love the way from you being retired, being written off that you can't declare disabled. Now using the products, you're back on your feet. You're back from using the machines and taking medication of after every 2 hours, and now you're here in perfect health, and now you're actually dreaming, and new life is given an opportunity to dream again, to give birth to new dreams. Now that is what new life, and that is what most people don't understand and don't pick. And that's why every single time we have a meeting like this, every single time we are speaking to distributors, to speaking to guests, I always pray that they can understand what we are talking about. There's some time back, I was actually reading something, and they were saying that 90%, 95% of people out there don't understand new life. And that's why that's why they can't use the products. And then this person also went ahead to say that, unfortunately, 95% of the distributors also don't understand the business. And that is why they miss out on such great opportunities. Now, that's why I say we need to attend meetings. We need to take time and understand this business. I mean, look at how Josephine's life has been able to change. Why did her life able to change? It's because she used the products, she loved the products, and her life changed because of using the products. And that's why her life has changed. And after putting in time to attend the meetings and understand the business, 6 months down the road, she's a wealthy member. 6 months down the road, she's a wealthy member. And now everything is turning around, So ladies and gentlemen, let's understand this business. Let's see how our lives can also be able to change curtains of new life. I want to thank you so much, Josephine, for putting off time to share with our distributors. And I do believe that they've been able to be inspired. Let's go ahead and build this business and see how best we can make it work. Thank you so much. See you when I return from Istanbul.
Thank you, and safe ride to Istanbul.